Oh, hello. Welcome. First session of our new campaign, The Way of the Wicked. As well, we find our heroes in the kingdom of Talengard. Many crimes may send one to Brandiscar prison. The sentence has but one meaning. You're wicked and irredeemable. Each of you received the same greeting when you arrived. You were held down by rough hands and branded upon the arm with a runic F. The mark signifies forsaken, and the painful scars indelible proof that each of you has betrayed the great and eternal love of Mitra and his chosen mortal vassals. Condemned, you face at best a life of shackles and servitude in the nearby salt mines. Others might await the gentle ministrations of the Inquisitors so that co-conspirators may be revealed and confessions extracted. Perhaps some of you will be spared this ordeal. Perhaps instead you have come to Brandiscar to face the final judgment. In 3 days, the executioner arrives, and the axe falls or the pyre will be lit. Through fire or steel, your crimes will be answered. We have all been chained together in the same communal cell, dressed in nothing but filthy, tattered rags. Manhandled and mistreated, any finery you once possessed is either ruined or long lost. No special treatment has been given any prisoner, male, female, non-binary, commoner, noble, merchant. All of the Forsaken are bound and imprisoned together. Your feet are secured by iron cuffs, tethered by one long chain. Your arms are secured to the wall, above by manacles. A guard is posted right outside the cell day and night. Little thought is given to long-term accommodations, and Brandiscar, justice comes swift and sure. Escape seems hopeless. You have all been well searched, and every attempt to conceal anything on your person has failed. If you could somehow slip your bonds and fly out of this prison, where would you go? Who from your former life would want anything to do with this Forsaken? Despised, alone, and shackled, all that you can do now is wait your doom. For each of you, your old life is over. For each of you, hope is a fading memory. For each of you, justice will be fairly meted. And who can blame Fair Talengard after what each of you has done? So, speaking of each of you, we're going to go down the line and introduce yourselves and what you might have done. Beginning with Kruber.
Well, hello. I'm Kruber Stein. I've had a very interesting life, some would say, a rather normal one, at least at the start. Working as an apothecary, working to help soothe and sedate and keep folks of our realm healthy and happy. But you get enough annoying requests, driveling qualms, and frankly, I just about had it. The flesh can be something so much more than what it is, and it can be crafted to be anything, really. So, I began my journey of what one would call a flesh rite. Little bit of grave robbing, little bit of murder, making use of certain connections within a coroner's establishment. And well, I crafted my abominations, I call them lovingly. Well, the church doesn't quite enjoy them, nor do many people, it seems. And eventually, they did catch me. My work does tend to require me to stay in one spot for quite some time, so I suppose it was a matter of time. I'm not letting the despair get to me, though. I think I'll get out of here. That there's still plenty of meat to work with out there.
See, the word murderer is tossed around so much these days, especially for someone who was simply relieving someone of their earthly chains. That said, fashion and creativity require boldness and a little bit of what some may call unethical means if you're really going to do it right. So, I may have teased someone into giving me their hide. They didn't necessarily think I would keep it. That got me into a bit of trouble, but I think that is all a matter of semantics. Really. Oh, my name is Je ne sais quoi.
Amazing.
Excellent. All right, from there we go to Oblivion.
I am Oblivion Black. Can you mute?
Yeah.
If you're talking, we're getting nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing some buzz from the mic.
Checking.
There we
1,
go.
2,
You're
3,
good.
4.
There we go.
It was unplugged.
Ah.
I am Oblivion Black, a low-level informant who has a very good knack of hearing things others think she shouldn't. I was recently recruited to help steal a statue from a courtyard in the dark of the night, but sadly the hired muscle abandoned me, and now I am stuck here with the rest of the delinquents.
Very good, very good. From there we have, I don't know how to pronounce your first name, but we're gonna go with Renwick. Is it like Monsieur?
I am Renwick, the Monsignor, the prophet
Oh,
of the Church of Corn. After trying to establish this church to worship the blood god in this city, I was unfairly accused of tax fraud. By unfair, I mean I don't like paying taxes and I don't think I should. I was unfairly thrown in here, discriminated against, thrown in here against my will, along with my loyal compatriot Fandango.
Yes, I am Fandango. I am, also with, Mr. Misonyo Renwick, as he likes to be called. We are, but trying to start a new religion in this city, which is so bad from the House of Darius for us to talk about. We are being, what's the word? Persecuted for simply speaking the truth. Neither. I would also like to deny any allegations of undead nature for myself or Monsignor Renwick. These have no basis in truth.
well, there we go. We have our 5 condemned. All within Brandiscar prison, locked away, perhaps till the end of their days, soon be lost to a headsman axe or a pyre. What is immediately obvious for each of you is that the room bears no windows. There are a total of 6 cells, one of which is reinforced with stone, though appears to be empty save for a giant shaggy pile of fur and, well, refuse. On the southern edge, there is a single wooden door leading into the room. You know that each of you were dragged here and branded by the sergeant of this facility, one Sergeant Thomas Blackerly, a pompous, asinine man who runs perhaps not the tightest ship, but he does run this place. It is here where you're left to your own devices, for yet another day passes with none seeing you, none coming to see your fates, for, well, condemned have none to care for them.
Go.
I must say, it is mighty courteous that they did not install a window here, and the sun is not great on my fair eyes.
Yes, Monsignor, it would be such a shame to have the sun in your eyes for hours at a time while chained to the wall. Hello, everyone else. So nice to meet all of you. I would offer to shake your hand, but you know, I rattle the chains on the wall.
She kind of looks at your dirty hand, kind of grimaces, and says, "Oh, that's all right."
Yeah, I cannot blame you. The
Seems
streets
we
that
are in
we
a
were-
bit of a pickle here.
Yes, I would say so. Your Holiness, do you think that we shall follow the word of Corn to freedom once more, or do you think we are perhaps in for it?
I think we might be faced with corn soon enough.
Hmm.
Oh,
This is
nonsense. I think we'll get out of this just fine. There's always a way. Just gotta wait for the opportunity.
Hey, guard.
Monsieur
Your-
God,
Can I have that key yet?
Your calls for the guard net no response.
I asked for that key, like,
So long ago,
and they still haven't brought it to us.
it's quite rude of them.
quite inconsiderate, I think.
I'm not sure if you'll ever actually get it, but I'm still here for the try.
So no one's, like, in this area besides us, right?
You are the only ones that are seemingly within this area.
Awesome.
Can I try to slip my bonds? To, like, rub my wrists?
You can certainly try to roll me an acrobatics.
Could I give them the help action
No.
by informing them of how to, like, decide?
26?
Not 20?
Cool. Never mind. They
You
don't
wouldn't be
need
able
me.
to, but let me just check.
Going full floof?
Going full floof. You never go full floof.
Do you have anything to add to your result?
I am going to make sure real quick.
Insane.
Remember,
Sure.
you guys do have destiny, though in this case, since you are villains, it's called villain points, and I have destiny.
Of course.
I
that.
actually love that. That's
Well,
incredible.
what do you need? You need a 4?
They don't know what they need. They don't even know if that's a fail. I have to ask every time.
Uh-huh.
That is
I'm
true.
really thinking about it. I should have probably, like, checked what the DC was first.
Well,
it's
I'm
okay.
just saying. If
I
we
have
want to
a
get off
thing.
to a real strong, you have a thing. If you have a thing, then I won't use my thing.
My high theft doesn't specifically do acrobatics, but I feel like its purpose is kind of similar to this. But unless it doesn't apply, then no, then I don't have anything.
You probably wouldn't be using your thieves' tools.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, no, you're trying to slip the
I do have
bonds.
the same bonus for sleight of hand.
You're trying to slip the bonds, I'm afraid. Which is an acrobatics check to break free of what is essentially a grapple.
Okay, then I don't have anything right now.
So keeping with the 26.
Um.
All right.
Unless someone wants to boost me.
I'll give you. I'll use my free destiny from my slave birth trait.
You are unable
Or
to
my free
affect
will.
other people with destiny unless you have Fate Taker, and Fate Taker is very specific.
I do have Fate Taker.
I believe Fate Taker only allows for attacks, but I'll double check. And saving throws, but
It's only attacks and saving throws, then fair enough.
see here, where is Fate Taker? Under Lucky. General? General.
Yeah, it's a general feat. I got it from my trained feat from my trained
Yeah.
human.
Alright. Whenever you are critical, when you can force a creature within 30 feet, you to suffer a D8 penalty on an ability check, saving throw, or attack roll.
Penalty only.
It's a penalty only, yeah.
Penalty only? Okay.
You roll D8s instead of D6s. You can re-roll a single ability check that you have just made before results were revealed. For your natural 1 on death saving throw as a natural 20. And whenever you are critically struck, you can spend your action to force the attacking creature to re-roll their critical threat confirmation against you. So yeah, nothing that would benefit them. unfortunately.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
26.
That's a lot of different text than my working memory of Fate Taker is John used it to save all of our asses a bunch on dice rolls.
Fair.
So this makes sense. This makes sense how an ability works for sure. Well, good to know. I don't have anything to add either.
All right.
And I'm not doing it again.
With a 26, no matter how hard you try to slip your bonds, these cuffs are unfortunately tighter than even you are comfortable with.
It's the damn wrist bone. It's always in the way of just a little bit of freedom.
if it wasn't for this stupid collar,
That's a
I'd be
very
able to just
peculiar
shift out
thing
of
to
these.
say.
So.
She starts gnawing on the bonds.
You really are an animal.
I'd try myself, but I really would like to have my hands intact in the inevitability of us getting out of here, whether that be dead or not.
Does anyone know
are
how
we-
long it is for morning slop?
Oblivion, you notice something with your past perception, since you have expertise in perception. The giant pile of raggedy fur and garbage refuse seems to be moving so slightly, like a breathing motion.
Here, garbage, 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 garbage. Here, garbage, garbage, garbage.
New friend, for why are you talking to the garbage?
The garbage is breathing.
What intonation?
Monsieur Garbage, do you happen to have the key to this dreadful cell?
Can I investigate that garbage?
You cannot investigate, but you can roll a perception check.
Okay. I will.
Sage, in session 0, you mentioned that we would be anti-magicked in some capacity
Yes,
in the cell.
that is correct.
Does that apply to my Revenant racial abilities as well?
Depends on the ability.
Incorporeal movement, for instance?
That would be hindered, unfortunately.
Sad.
Yeah. It's a supernatural effect, which means it would be hindered in this case.
Okay. Well, I must say, I am, not necessarily against bodily harm if it gets me out of here, but I'd really like to avoid it.
All right.
You have a
I-
way out of here and you're avoiding it?
You can't quite see anything of note, Jenna, in terms of the refuse pile, but Oblivion, you do notice there appears to be skin, like humanoid skin amongst the pile, and you realize it is attached to a body that is breathing and sleeping, but it is large, quite large. As you realize, there is in fact a heavily beaten and bruised and bloodied, sleeping, perhaps not of their own volition, ogre. And their hair is what is actually the refuse pile.
Fascinating.
Oh, it's an ogre. Here, garbage pile. Come here.
Okay,
Wait,
so
that's
we're
not,
gonna
that's
call the
oh, wait,
ogre
wait,
garbage
don't call
pile?
it the garbage pile.
I don't know its name.
Well, you would at least just call it by what it is.
Okay, come here, human, human, human. Like that's any less demeaning.
It's at least accurate. I'm not a pile of garbage. He's not a pile of garbage.
He looks like a pile of garbage.
They do
That
look
is
like you.
quite
I'm
rude.
gonna stay with this.
I think we all not look so good in these chains, no?
It's not the most flattering.
It's not quite the
Dashing
silk
silver.
suits I'm accustomed to.
Shanae kind of looks at the
Certified
change around her and she
celebration
nods. She's like, all right, let's do this. Hello, Mr. Orc. How are you today? Kind of gets out a very sugary tone to her voice and leans in. Does anyone have a stick we could poke him with?
The ogre still seems to be sleeping Perhaps
How would we
it is
hope
clear that the
this?
wounds are the cause of its unconscious nature.
I would like to try to whistle at the Oka.
Roll me a performance check.
Can I whistle at a complimentary tone to help?
You can provide the help action.
Harmony.
Oh, that would be advantage.
Advantage, yeah.
Can I whistle at a complimentary tone?
15.
Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
All right. With a loud whistling call, the snoring, or at least the faint breathing from the ogre, would halt.
Your Holiness, did you kill him with the power of your fantastic whistle? I think he has stopped breathing.
Oh. I didn't mean to.
Creature will rise to its feet, looking out towards the whistling call.
Hey, corn bless this day.
Good morning. Hello.
Why rocket?
Good morning, sir.
Well, Grumblejack's ears.
Does anybody speak garbage?
It's speaking in common. What?
Mr. Grumblejack, I have terrible news for you. Guard who just came in the room and was around said horrible things about you and your appearance, and that you could not break down the door if you threw your whole weight against it.
Saying the most horrible things. I was appalled. I cannot imagine someone saying the things that they said about you.
And what they said about your mother? Oh my goodness.
That's truly
my jaw
horrible.
was
Actually,
on
I
the
would be
floor.
very angry.
It was rather creative, frankly. I've never heard such things.
Can I make a deception check?
You
against
can
the
with
ogre?
advantage, yes.
The charisma squad is going.
Here we go.
I mean, everyone besides Sky has a 16 charisma.
That's a 21.
I can break down Jack is strong.
Told him, but he said that you couldn't, and I.
wrong. Me roll them up a thing. Let's see here. What's your strength? It's 5 athletics plus. Okay.
Oh, Grumblejack!
Let's go, Grumblejack.
All right, go see if that hits the DC. I don't think it does, to be honest.
Grumblejack.
Is there a DC in this prison under 20? The answer may surprise you.
It may surprise you.
Can I inspect the chains that we have on to try to find out the DC to escape them?
You can give me an investigation check.
Deal.
All right. Now, Jack begins to try, and you see there's some movement. There's actually some wobbling there between the bars, but they don't quite bend.
A little to the left there, Grumblejack. I think if you
As
move over just a little.
you're saying this, you hear the door to the chamber click. As if
He
someone's
is!
opening
That's
the door.
guy!
Grumblejack will stop his bending and look out. The door would open, and inside a group of... Let me just scroll back up for my thing so I can get his words ready. A group of 6 prison guards flanking the Sergeant Thomas Blackerly enter into the chamber. You hear Thomas laugh, his most heinous laugh that he chuckled as he burnt each of you. Oh, Grumblejack, you ain't gonna get out so easy. You're gonna rot in there. Rot until they take you.
Monsieur Blackerly, are you here about my petition?
No. Oh, you'll be rotting in here till the day you die. But... never you mind. Let me go check something. Who has proficiency in persuasion?
In persuasion?
I do. I think
I do as well.
I don't have
Surprisingly,
proficient.
I do.
don't.
Okay, since all of you have a 16, I have to choose who has proficiency, and I have to go from there because there's a tie, and there's a tie, and there's a tie. So who has proficiency?
I have proficiency.
Okay, so we have Genet and Monsignor and Kruber.
I don't actually.
Okay, so Fandango and Kruber don't. Oblivion doesn't have a charisma, so it's one of you two. All right, let me go narrow this choice down real quick.
How about you lead and I'll support your claims?
All right.
All right, let me go see if there's anything else that might trigger this. You do not have that. What about you?
Maybe I can give you the help action.
You
now.
do not have that. Okay.
That'd be cool.
Do either of you have this skill? No. Okay. About that skill. All right. Well, we have a decision.
Oh boy.
So I'm just organizing them real quick, as they will be organized for this. All right. But, you there, as he will point to Genet.
She puts her hand on her chest as a clutchy pose. Me? Sure, you found I'm innocent.
No. What day is your lucky day? Seems you've got a visitor. However, you wanted such a fine lady is beyond me. Seems she wants to say goodbye. Now step lively. We want to keep her waiting. As he will
I would
flick his
certainly
finger,
promise.
and this guard will move forward and unlock the gate. And these two will move forward inside, holding a key ring as they move towards you.
Would any of you fine strapping young lads like to join the Church of Corn?
While Mr. Renwick is talking, can I make a gossip check to know anything about Thomas Blackerly?
Sure.
Ooh, can I also make this gossip check?
Sure.
Broken 20?
I'm waiting for the other result, just to... Alright, most of what you've got on Genet has been... The man's pretty, strict. Like, he's always beating them, just taking him over the table and breaking him in the coals. Very, very strict and brutal man from the seams of it. Fandango, you realize this is not actually the case. He is, in fact, the opposite of strict. He is a really good gambler, though. He is constantly running illegal gambling operations in a hidden room within the prison. And it is said from many of the guards here that this is like the easiest job in their life. Like they can slack off whenever they want to. Sleeping on the job, gambling. There's some of the guards have talked about like stealing, and many of which claim that Blackerly himself has stolen, and his pot is said to be the juiciest of all, but none of them have been able to find it to make their own comeuppance from that. You would know that Blackerly is certainly a corrupt guard sergeant, and many of his soldiers are as well, though not all of them. Generally, your gate guards, the ones that are guarding the door here, are not corrupt. But sometimes they do take a little
Corrupt enough
shift
to be
change.
put by the... Not corrupt enough to be put by the door.
Yeah. Some of them will come by and you'll hear them chatting, which is why you got some of this gossip. As like they're like holding the shift for them. But most of the time, you guys just have guards who will come in and actually beat you occasionally if you're, yelling out like Oblivion was doing. Keep you silent.
Gotcha.
That is what you'd learn from your gossip, from hearing the other people's talk. These two guards, however, will move forward to Genet and begin to not unbind your hands or unbind your fetters, so the things on your feet, but will unbind you from the wall itself and the others, so you're no longer attached to the chain gang or the wall. Right there, lass. Come on with us. And no funny business.
Can I try to slip a key while they are distracted or binding her?
You can certainly try. You have disadvantage because your hands are bound, and you'll need to roll
while
sleight
she
of hand.
does that, I'm going to put my hand on Guard 8's shoulder and give him just kind of like a flirtatious look and be like, "Oh, you know I'm innocent, don't you?" to try and distract him.
All right, you will give guard 8 disadvantage if you succeed on a persuasion or performance check, or deception, your choice, depending on how you want to go about it.
On the persuasion, let's see if we can give him a little wink.
Oh my
Okay, yeah,
God.
he definitely has disadvantage. He is he blushes a little bit. It's like, it looks him away as he's just actively looking away from Oblivion Black Sands.
Can
With
I
his
give
disadvantage.
Oblivion-
Why do I feel blood
No, I
rushing
can't.
nearby?
Oh, yeah, that's so bad. Never mind. I just can't. Actually, wait. Does
Anything to result Oblivion before I reveal results?
Barely see
hey
them through
does
that helmet.
I can't remember. Does inspiration just like allow a full reroll even if it's at
It is a full reroll, yeah, it is just a reroll.
the human once a day
Oh, you do have that.
inspiration goes to Oblivion Black?
Let's go. Skill check.
You want to add
No
anything to your result
fucking
before I reveal?
Your dice hate
I rolled a nat 20 and then nothing happened, so the dice are just like, fuck it then.
Yep.
Ah, fuck it then.
At 23, 2, 13.
You know what? They have disadvantage on their roll.
One guy has disadvantage.
Oh.
You're being watched by everyone else.
Shit. I should have added.
I'm probably gonna get smacked for it, but it's okay. I'm gonna add my D4
All right.
for a 2 stamina.
Excellent.
12.
Nice.
All right. The guy who was distracted does not notice, but this guy does. He goes, "Aye, stop that!" And he will move over, dropping his hand on Jene, and will actually bludgeon your hand away. As this one goes, "Oh, shit!" and, like, jumps out of the way as two. Not jump, but like kind of jerks his hand away from you and his key ring.
I
And you'll
kind of feign a surprise.
begin
like,
leading you
whoa, look
away.
at that.
Unless you resist, Jene.
I don't resist too hard. I kind of continue to give almost like a flirtatious look to this guard in hopes that when he comes back, I can convince him to give me the key or something.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. The guards would line up and will begin leading you, along with Blackerly, as they all kind of lean up, and begin leading you out of the chamber.
Totally fine.
Everyone else, and you yourself included, Jene, would know that this is abnormal. You guys should have no visitors. No one's waiting for you. No one's looking for you. Anyone sent to this prison, I mean, any allies you might have had wouldn't even dare to try to break into this prison due to its reputation as being basically like Alcatraz, like the big honcho, you don't fuck with this prison. Though obviously with what you've gossiped, that reputation is probably unearned because Thomas Blackerly's kind of
a fuck off.
yeah. Anyways,
I
That's
think
what
this
that's
is
all
a.
about.
I'm gonna focus on you
Quit.
guys before they leave out, but they will be leaving the room, so I'm just gonna put you guys out of here. So, all
I
right.
think this is a quite interesting development. Perhaps we do not see Mrs. Jacquard again. I think it is a time to act. So it doesn't state as much in the ability, but I have this cool ability called Deathless Nature
Mhm.
that basically says I'm a zombie person.
Yes.
So can I use my status as a zombie person to just try to rip my hand out of my manacle?
If you want
just
to
take
reveal
whatever-
that now rather than later, sure.
I mean,
Whoever has recommended or has given the idea of ripping off our hands, he could stitch them back on later. He promises.
Oblivion's gonna use the blood from their now bloody mouth to try to lubricate the
if
manacles for them to slip out with.
if Oblivion is still getting up to crafty shit, I think I'm gonna let Oblivion try their whole bag of tricks first.
All right. Roll me another acrobatics check there, Oblivion.
Those manacles far too tight, come friend.
They're not budging. While you are trying to break your way out of that, we're going to move on to Jenne and their stuff. All right. You are brought into this what appears to be a waiting room of some form, a guard's washroom. There's a small table, 2 chairs in the center of the room. Seemingly the guards that were waiting at it, I didn't make it visible, have now decided to flank this door that Thomas Blackerly is leading you towards. There is a stairwell leading down and a large fireplace giving warmth to this otherwise cold chamber. At least your prison cell is quite cold. So it looks like, with your past perception, there might be more to that fireplace than meets the eye. It seems like a deeper inlet than intended. Either which way, though, the sergeant would open this door, dragging you along, and would shove you down upon this chair. In this chamber, sitting next to you, is this hauntingly beautiful woman in an elegant black dress with a soft silken veil. She looks as if she is headed to a funeral. Her hair is platinum blonde, almost white, and her eyes are a vibrant, almost unearthly green. She has clearly been weeping. As soon as you enter, Thomas closes the door behind you and shoves you into the chair and looks at attention towards this woman, who would speak, though seemingly speaking towards you. "Oh, dearest," claims the unfamiliar woman. "I'm so relieved you're alive." She quickly turns to Thomas. Could we please have a moment alone, good sir? For pity's sake." Thomas goes blank for a bit and then quickly agrees. "Of course, my lady. For you, 'tis no problem." And he would make his way out of the room, closing the door behind you.
Could I run a gossip check to see if I recognize her, or if I would know, like, if she is? Like, who she is?
Sure. You have never heard of this woman before. None of the guards have talked about her. None of them said anything in terms of any guests. This is like the first visitor ever. So you've been hearing like, there shouldn't be visitors. It's weird. So her being here is very weird. As soon as the guards leave, however, the sergeant, her demeanor would immediately change. She drops all pretense of grief or concern. She seems immediately all business. "Have you forgotten me, dearest?" the unexpected visitor says with a smirk, dropping her pretense of grief. "Call me Theodora. We possess a mutual friend who would like to meet you and your fellow cellmates. Unfortunately, our friend is unwilling to visit you in your present rather shabby accommodations, so it seems you must escape." "Well, don't worry. It's not the hardest thing in the world. Just because it's never been done before is no reason you can't be the first." So, you any questions? You look quite surprised, as expected, by our visit.
Alright, sorry, my mom is asking me a question. I have to...
Unfortunate timing. While they're doing that, you guys are still watching Oblivion try to break through the bonds. Though you would see that they would now fail.
How much do you need you a thumb? Oh no. These are too tightly around your wrists. That's our issue. There's still that damn bone in the way.
If you got rid of the thumb, it would be easier to break free.
It would
The
still
thumb
be
is
easier.
still significantly
protrusion.
larger than the protrusion from the wrist, no?
Yes.
You are
just with
you
how
are so
tight these
educated.
bonds are.
You are so educated in the ways of how things fit together in the body. Surely you know how to safely pop your own thumb out.
Wait, I just realized you're playing a Revenant.
Not a soul
Yes.
fractured.
Yeah, soul fractured are the ones that can tear apart their body. Revenants are ghosts. So you are, by all counts, corporeal. I will look to see if there's anything I can do for you in terms of ripping apart your body. But you're not as easy to reattach yourself. So if you do rip apart a body part, oh, it might not be good.
That's bad news bears, for
Yeah.
sure.
So if you're soul fractured,
Good
100% it would work. You'd be like, golden, I can just rip off a thumb and put it back on. Well, I don't remember if I gave Revenants that feature.
There's nothing that says that like I'm actively incorporeal, more that I can just shift into being incorporeal.
Yeah, it's Walking Dead's the feature that would let you do what you want to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and your ethereal feature is currently disabled because of the manacles.
The sort of issue with that plan is that if I'm to dislocate or remove any part of my hands, I can't as easily attach my own hands as I can reattach somebody else's to their own wrists.
Then use your least favorite hand. Have your most favorite hand to reattach it with.
They are simply both too valuable. Each of them make works of art. Each of them help each other, and it's all a dance. I can't just remove one, put back the other.
Oblivion is going to bite their forearm and try to scoot over to Renwick.
You try to, and you're unable to do so because your chain towards Kruber is keeping you there.
Can I slide over toward Kruber?
Your chain towards Renwick is keeping you there. You guys are basically
Now,
trapped
like, a
within these
little bit of
spaces.
slack?
There's a little bit, but not enough to go a full space. So, like, you could be able to go, like here.
Okay.
Or here.
They would be able to reach my arms.
Yeah, you guys would be able to reach each other's arms.
Awesome. So Oblivion's going to bite their forearm and slide their
Hand over to Renwick. Okay, get the thumb, they say through their mouth. Get the thumb! Get it!
What? You want my thumb?
Alright.
Dislocate my thumb.
Ah, I see.
Yep.
I like
Alright.
to grab the lady's hand and dislocate her thumb gently.
Roll me a strength check.
Can I sort of like verbally guide him?
Tell
Roll
exactly
me
where
a
to go.
medicine check, and if you roll high enough, I'll let you give them advantage.
Hey, look, I'm trying over here.
You are.
Doctor's orders.
Clink, but different.
Clink, but different. Clink, but just way off the edge. Holy
Clink.
God.
Blink,
Off
but
the edge.
sinister.
Roll d20 plus 4.
Your skills should be set up on the
They
token.
aren't. I have no macros.
Oh, the
I
campaign
forgot
macros
to
will
do-
work.
Campaign macro.
You also have the selected stuff now.
Also, if you updated it, if you gave everyone the initiative macro, Sky, use the campaign one.
I'll just
Nope.
go get rid of it. I'll
It's-
people selected.
I'm too used to just to do it.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
All right, on the all right,
Or you can
This
use
is not gonna be
athletics, by the
pleasant.
way. You can use athletics.
on the count of 3, I'm gonna try and dislocate your thumb. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Do you want to add anything to that, or are you keeping the 16?
I feel like it's.
And are you proficient with athletics?
I am.
All right, then you would add proficiency, so that's an 18.
18. I'm comfortable with that.
All right.
She screams into her forearm.
I thought it was okay. Yeah, that's what I would make it myself. All right. It is exceedingly painful, and you think they were really fucking close, but does not quite dislocate. You take. What's your strength score, Renwick?
14.
All right, you take 3 points of damage, Oblivion. All right, well, that's all going on. Is Ryan back?
I am, yes.
All right. We're going to go back to Jinna and their setup. So she would... Oh, do you need repeat?
Yes, please.
All right. It's not going to be the same thing because I did improv some of that.
No, that's just fine. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Let's see here. Where was I? You've forgotten me, dearest, the unexpected visitor says with a smirk, dropping her pretense of grief. Call me Teodora. We possess a mutual friend who would like to meet you and your fellow cellmates. Unfortunately, our friend is unwilling to visit you in your present rather shabby accommodations, so it seems you must escape. Well, don't look that way. Just because it's never been done before is no reason you can't be the first. So then, have any questions of me? We have limited time, after all.
If you have any suggestions, I'm more than happy to take them. I'm pretty sure if I could have escaped on my own, I would have done so already. That said, I am very willing to meet with your mutual friend.
That is most excellent indeed. Something that we love to hear. She will take off her silken veil and wipes a few fake tears with it. And she'll pass the veil towards you. Something to remember us by, dearest. It should help. Now, you manage to escape, which I believe you will. Cross the moors on the outskirts of town, on the old moor road, you'll see a manor house with a single lantern burning in the second story. There, our mutual friend awaits. Oh. She looks towards you.
Make sure to keep that oil burning then.
All right, let's see here. With her message delivered, she rises and the guards return. Immediately, her demeanor once more changes and she is again a perfect picture of grief. No, I can't bear to leave you. She gives you a kiss on the cheek. The kiss is ice cold and feels somehow alien and inhuman. Thomas shakes his head. I'm afraid it's time, miss. She looks deep in Thomas's eyes and says, Thank you for letting me say goodbye. There's no need to search, my dearest. You're such a good friend for letting me see my dearest one more time. Such a good friend? Thomas repeats, his voice almost mechanical. Then the watch sergeant seems to snap out of it and bows politely. A pleasure, madam. She leaves unveiled, her eyes meet yours one last time, and she briefly gives you a wicked smile. You hear in your mind, 3 days. Don't disappoint me, dearest. As she would leave down the stairs and out of sight, and the guards would once more drag you back to your cell. I give the full 6. I'm just not going to bother with grabbing all the guards, so. Boop. All right.
I'm going to As are the guards in here? Or is it
They're
just...
all 6. I didn't want to grab all. Yeah.
Okay.
But all of them are there.
She's going to lean into the sergeant and be like, if you want, I can tell you exactly what she sees in you. But she is so cold in my cell. If only I had my coat again. You could search it and everything. It's so cold. Can't I have this one last comfort?
Roll me a persuasion. Oh wait, you rolled on him. Natural 20 though, plus your bonus. What's your bonus?
My persuasion is +5.
So 25.
Hold on. Does Sergeant Thomas Blackerly have a 0?
Minus-
charisma?
No, he's a mob token, so it just defaults to 0 for everything.
Oh, okay.
For player macros, yeah.
0 Riz.
He actually has a 16 charisma. He's got a lot of riz.
He does. He does do an illegal gambling ring. It makes sense.
You would see him blush a little bit. Would you really?
I'll tell you everything I know.
Henry,
I promise.
get her coat! And you'll see
Yes,
one of
give me
the
the coat.
6 guards would run off. Alright. Alright then. I'll be back for you later tonight so we can discuss. And he gives the nod as the guards would shove you back in and lock you back into your cell. You still have the veil, by the way. And then they would eventually then leave.
So, how was your little trip outside of the cell?
It's like we're about to be business partners. All we have to do is escape this room and we've got a contact waiting for us.
Oh, is that all?
Well, that seems rather hunky-dory. I wasn't opposed to being... I was going to offer roughly the same thing if we did get out of here anyways.
Can I see what the veil is at this point? Is it like a...
Yeah, you can give me a... You have merchant tools or tailor or weavers or anything like that? Any crafting skill? Any crafting tool?
Mother.
I have leather and rendering.
Alright, well you can roll me an investigation check.
I will attempt the investigation check then.
Alright. This appears to be a fine silk veil of gossamer cloth. Only, as it is held and closely inspected, can you see small cloth patches of various shapes. You realize these patches can be detached. They can be detached as an action. Detaching a patch seems to do something. You do not know until you try. But there appears to be 2 different patches showing that of a dagger, a patch showing a lantern, a patch showing a coil of rope, a patch showing a small bag, a patch showing a rolled up leather tool set of some form, a patch showing a window, a patch showing a pile of coin, a patch showing a small potion vial, and a patch showing a pentagram. As you're inspecting it, a guard, seemingly Henry, would run back in carrying a jacket.
I'm gonna
What
tuck
jacket would you be? Would you have had previously?
I have a massive fur coat
All right.
that is just dripping in luxury. Real fur.
All right, let's see here. Need to grab something real quick. Okay. He would run over and offer you the coat, undo your shackles, put the coat on
that
you.
I was talking to earlier, or
He's not the sergeant, no. He's the one that the sergeant told to go get the coat.
okay.
But he would put the coat on you. And then you would redo your manacles.
Once he's going to like
Thank you,
redo
sweetheart.
the shackles, I'm just gonna kind of like look him up and down, just like, oh, you will make such a fantastic canvas to work with once I'm out of here.
I
Your
mean-
musculature's quite defined. I could make such use of this. I'm trying to.
He does
Roll me
that.
intimidation.
Yep. Thank
While
you.
he does that, I'd like to kind of adjust my arms and kind of pull the sleeves down so that the manacles won't quite fit on my arms.
That's supposed to be plus.
Roll me a
7.
sleight of hand. Right, +7 total.
Yeah.
Do you have
So
expertise?
it's, yes, I do.
I marked these skills
But,
as 2 instead of a 1.
Got you. Yeah, I took the Agent of Fear.
Nice.
Could I have advantage since they are distracted, being intimidated?
I'm going to give them disadvantage on their perception. That's the thing.
Okay.
Alright, first I need to give them the check versus the intimidation, which is for them a +4. They go, ugh! But they seem more disgusted than they seem fearful, unfortunately. They rolled really high on my intimidation, or my anti-intimidation. As for their perception, they have disadvantage on this. Good thing, because I would have seen through it. He does not notice you rolling up your sleeves to prevent the manacles from closing. As he closes them, seemingly what he thinks is right, and would then skedaddle quickly, giving one last disgusted look at our friend Kruber.
Oh, it'll be such joy.
Alright. Once more, you
That's a
guys are
peculiar
left alone.
idiosyncrasy you have, Mr. Kuba.
Oh well. It's simply my work.
I think your work would be of use in the Church of Corn.
I think so as well.
To
how-
turn to Oblivion and be like, "You're the smart one, right?" And pass her the handkerchief. What's that?
Oblivion is going to.
Oblivion is going to inspect the cloth while gnawing on their manacles.
Roll me investigation.
The fact this is the
Uh,
smart one.
I am proficient in merchant tools.
You can roll me a merchant's tools check.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we know one another by reputation, or like by what we did to get in here, or?
You guys have been in here for at least a day, so if you guys want to have some knowledge of each other based on like just random prison chit chat, that's totally fine.
Uber 100% has at least asked.
Otherwise,
For sure.
you guys would not really have known each other unless you guys want to each make me a gossip check. Just determine how well you know each other's exploits.
I'm good at gossip. Sev.
I will also
I'll do a
partake.
little.
I don't know these people.
No. No, we all rolled into town like a few days ago.
All right.
None of us know
Who
each
are you?
We're all
Oblivion,
very low level. Makes sense.
Oblivion,
I
you
think-
might have heard a few whispers about some of the things that they've done before, but basically what they would tell you when you guys get in here.
Might have heard like the major things.
Yeah.
I will say, you three seem
We're
like
choosing wisdom, right?
individuals who are in need of, how we say, non-specific human component parts. And, you know, the Church of Corn can perhaps provide them to you.
Charisma.
Well, I'd certainly be obliged.
16.
Very
I
merchants.
can, of course, pay back
Yeah.
in kind.
All right. You realize that this veil is actually a magical item. It's a veil of useful items, and the patches can be pulled off as an action to create a real version of the patch. So there's in fact 2 daggers, a bullseye lantern that is fully oiled up, a 50-foot coil of hemp rope, a sack which appears to be a spell component pouch for those casters in need, a pair of fine quality thieves' tools. You're not sure what the window is, but there's a window in there. a potion of healing, 100 gold pieces, and an unholy symbol of Asmodeus.
Could we get those written down real quick?
Let me just copy paste this.
Thank you.
I have lore in that, so I would clock that symbol immediately, right?
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, since no one else is in here, she would be listing off everything. Just as
Oblivion, who did you, sorry, Ms. Zekwa?
Mhm.
Who exactly did you say gave this to you?
Tidora. She said that she and a mutual friend would be waiting for us on Moore Road in the inn with the lantern burning on the second. Apparently we've got 3 days to break out of here. They seem fairly confident we could do it. I feel like things might have changed in our favor recently.
Things certainly have changed. There's an interesting symbol that they included in that bag there.
Do you recognize it?
From a memory, yes, you could say. It's a symbol of some old pagan figure from before this church took over.
Okay, so Oblivion is going to take the thieves' tools off the thing and then toss the veil back to Jeanne.
Je ne sais
Jenny.
quoi.
Yeah, Jenny.
Je ne.
As
Janice.
Jenny.
And then is going to unlock their very nod manacles.
All right, give me a Thieves' Tools check with a +2 bonus on top of that.
Okay, a sleight of hand.
Or sorry,
I
plus
guess.
1, because it's I have to convert it to 5e.
Sleight of hand. Boop.
All right.
Think about the name
your-
Janae.
Manacles have been picked. They're picked. You've successfully picked your manacles. They are unlocked.
Oh, thank fuck.
Your benefactor seems to have saved our bacon.
Well, this is getting quite interesting now.
Okay. And Oblivion's gonna go around unlocking people.
All right. You will need to give me checks for each people, but you do have advantage because you have learned how these locks function now.
Also, I'm gonna start with Jenny, because ladies first.
That's only fair.
Sleight of hand advantage. Boop.
What are we doing?
Freeing you.
Escape.
Oh, I'm already freed, sweetheart.
You realize that her she can just slip her bonds. The fetters at her feet though did need to be picked. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So you pick the fetters.
Boop.
Ooh. All right.
Already nearly free.
A failed check because of the nature of these manacles does not break a lockpick, fortunately. However, they are quite rusty and make noise. So, you would hear from outside the door one of the guards. Is that alright? Whatever.
Say we start singing in a round. These make such great musical
They
instruments, don't
routinely
you?
come in here and beat us when we're loud.
You do recall they have done that.
Yeah.
But have they done it while we were singing?
You never
Probably.
tried
Just when
singing.
you are complaining.
We all know why.
Those gods ain't got nothing on us. I believe in the five of us very strongly. Korn is blessing us this day. We are going to get out of here with the help of this mysterious benefactor, and we will accomplish whatever we set out to accomplish. I try to use inspiring leader.
Oh.
Hmm.
The
I know I
10-minute
need 10
one,
minutes,
or
but the 10-minute one.
okay.
I'm not sure how much time we have here, so
It's up to you guys how long you want to wait. You don't know how long you will have until they come in, but they have really not come in besides to beat you guys, so.
And not often, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to flip my coat underneath the shackles to prevent them from making noises.
All right.
while this is going on, I'll just be giving a sermon.
There we fucking go.
I'll be enthusiastically
All right.
nodding
Was
along.
that another attempt at 13, Sky?
What would Jesus remember?
Yes, sorry, I thought you were.
No, I'm
I should've-
reading. I'm reading the feed.
Gotcha.
Okay. That would be another failed attempt, which means the guards at the gate get a perception check.
He would fucking tell them.
Excellent.
Incredible.
Is that with my...
On bless us.
Damnable rats in this place, all screwing about. Give me the heebie-jeebies. I know,
Oh my God,
Frank.
is that a rat?
Yeah, just
No,
they're always in
I don't mean to
the
poke
supper
fun.
too. Yeah.
But I
You know
mean,
how hard it is to get vanilla?
wasn't
Extract
your
vanilla out of the pot?
church a falsehood? Are you
Alright.
saying
Yeah, it takes and it.
Praying-
How dare you, sir?
As you were
insulting my
saying
religion?
this, you are released from your
no.
shackles,
I
Renwick.
apologize. I just tried
It-
to understand the faith a little bit.
Monsignor
Thank you,
Renwick, it
Thomas.
is not his fault. The Church of Mitra does so much to scandalize any other faith. You see, all the allegations against the Church of Corn are, how you say, misinformation.
Understandable.
Thank you, Thank you, Fandango. That is a very excellent point. I shouldn't be so hostile. You see, Mitra, the Church of Mitra likes to deny the existence of any other churches. This is because the Church of Mitra isn't actually the Church of Mitra. It's the church of an evil god named Mortopulus, who, through his foul tricknology, has infiltrated every institution on the planet.
You are released from your
24
bounds
to
as well,
unlock.
Kruber. Everyone besides
It might be
Fandango
worth
has been
mentioning
released.
That
Uh,
he's gonna come back at
That would
some
break
point
something.
and expect
All
to
right.
come find us.
Ah,
At that point, I feel
Can
like
the hell are those
Wait,
damnable?
wait.
Can you what?
Can I minor illusion sound of rat squeaks right in front of the door?
It's a little. It's more of like an instant thing. You can do that,
Okay.
but it's not going to change this particular result.
Gotcha.
You would hear the guards shout out, "What are those bloody prisoners are doing?" Fucking rats are
oh my
back.
gosh, that is the biggest rat I've ever seen.
Oh, imagine what I could do with that much material on just one rat.
I'm pretty.
So fluffy. It would
Oh,
make
are
a
we able
great
to cast spells now?
I am not, but everyone else appears to be.
So let me just look at something real quick. If you need any form of arcane focus or spell component pass or anything like that, like a holy symbol, you're unable to cast spells. You still need that.
Okay.
There's a sack of components in the veil, though.
There's a spell pouch in the veil, yes. All right,
What,
and
what
then
class is Obsidian? Or Oblivion?
they are a rogue.
A rogue, okay.
All right. Doesn't seem like they're coming in after that last failed attempt, but it seems like they're getting very suspicious. Oblivion. You still have Fandango
well-
left.
More for Oblivion, I would like to be released as well, please, when you have the time.
What's the feat for expertise in thieves' tools?
What?
What tool does thieves' tools fall under for master feats?
Master tool.
I walk over to Obsidian, I put my hand on their shoulder and say, Colin bless you, and I cast Guidance.
You need a component pouch or anything like that for that?
Let me check.
Guidance is just verbal and somatic, I think.
Let's see here.
Verbal Somatic, yep.
Verbal Somatic. You love to see it. Unless there's a Cyric version of Guidance.
I just need to check something real quick. See, you're an Inquisitor, yeah?
He's an Oracle, I'm an
I am an
Inquisitor.
Oracle.
Oracle, okay. getting you guys' classes down.
I don't get spellcasting until next level.
Same.
Oblivion changes just a little bit more human. They have expertise in thieves' tools for this role.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only need the focus if it's got a material component. Gotcha. Cool. Okay, I was just making sure that it didn't cover like somatic as well. So yeah, you're good at cast. So you have guidance.
Wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
It's like never really needed to check for material component pouches because everyone just always had a focus.
It's kind of the fun of this, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 22 without guidance.
That would release Fandango. As the last of you are released, you would see that Grumblejack the Ogre has his hands upon the bars here and is just staring intently at you guys.
Yeah, don't worry, Grumblejack, we're coming.
Release for Grumblejack.
No, we owe our friend Grumblejack the favor of release.
Yes.
We're gonna need some muscle.
Here, let's
Grumblejack has
Might
muscle to
I,
spare.
might I see that magical pouch?
He starts posing.
That-
My friend.
Magical cloth.
I will.
Because I might like to, I might like some components. Or actually, I think almost all of my spells are just verbal somatic at the moment.
That is the cool thing about divine casting.
All
So
right.
it is very handy.
That is a 9. I'm gonna use 2 stamina to add another d4.
13 plus your stamina D4. God damn, your D4s are popping off. So 17 total?
19 because I have expertise right now.
And are you applying the bonus from the tool being +1?
No,
So 20.
so that's total 20.
God fucking damn, went for a 9 to a fucking 20.
Good lord.
All right.
At level 1, let's go.
Well, the gate to your cell would be picked. The lock is unlocked.
I need to. Is step 2 stamina?
I believe everything besides bash and strike are 2.
Step is
Let's take a moment to gear ourselves, shall we? There's more on that veil than just.
unless you have something handy like protection. I think I do not need much equipment.
If you have anything that is better than just my coat, I would happily take it. Unfortunately, I don't think that they left our gear in here for us to simply walk out with.
Okay,
No,
who can use a
unfortunately.
dagger?
I can use a dagger, but I'm
I'm not bad. I'm not great. But
Okay,
I-
sounds
I
like I
prefer
should
my
have one of
hand.
those daggers.
you take. But I'm just wanting to get that said for the almighty
Is-
corn sage above.
Is it
is
dagger
a
a weapon?
It is a
The-
simple weapon.
I
the
do have to
preeminent
see what's
Monsignor
in the weapons.
Renwick,
I can't use them.
must requisition that magic pouch.
Actually, on second thought, I should be okay without it.
Do oracles need a holy symbol to cast?
They can use basically any kind. They can use arcane, druidic, or holy,
But you do need
or
a
component
both,
pouches.
or component
Um,
pouches.
Hear
I
me out.
don't need the amulet, but I might take it anyway because it seems interesting.
Well, if you weren't gonna take it, I was probably gonna hold on to it.
Okay, you can have it.
So the shoot, what was his name? The guard master guy.
Blacker,
Thomas
Blackwell?
Blackerly.
Blackerly, yeah.
So Blackerly is going to be back tonight to get some information that I was going to offer him. However, if we simply kill him when he gets here, then
You
I
see-
could take his place and let all of us free and get us our stuff back.
That would be quite handy. Are you capable of, how you say, taking his knowledge as well?
Planning on
I
taking
think
his skin.
I do not think that information lives in the skin. I think that Mr. Blackerly has a stash of good sheet somewhere in the prison that he's taken from all the prisoners. We may be so interested.
Also, I don't think two daggers will be enough to take on his honor guard.
Oh, the honor!
See, the trick
I
is to
would
get
not
him
describe
away
being
from
on
his
his
honor
guard as
guard.
an honor. I think
I
think
doubt
he
the
lets his
entire
honor
honor
go.
guard would want to know exactly what that Theodora saw in him. I'm sure I could get him in private.
I think that honor guard is an honor because they can smoke and sleep and gamble on their job. I don't think it is like
hey,
they're really good.
Corn Priest, can I get another hit?
Horn, bless you. I cast guidance.
Can I get another
Priest,
greatest sentence?
Priest, can I get another?
Do
I
I
would
have
like-
advantage on this door because the other door, or was that a medical only? Just checking.
Say again?
Do I have advantage on this door because the other door, like the manacles, or was that
No,
manicle
this
only?
one seems to be a bit sturdier than the others due to the nature of it.
I want him free. It's probably a 25. It's okay. It's the only thing I'm using stamina for.
While this is all going on, I would like to make a stealth
25,
check so that I can
26.
hide right next to the door without being heard approaching the
Yeah, go
door.
ahead.
Or
You would unlock Grumblejack's door, and he would give you a nod before pushing his way through, or at least trying to, unless you try to prevent him.
She'll put her fingers up to her lips and be like, "We're gonna try to get as far as we can quietly first before we need your muscle. Is that okay?"
Okay. We'll be behind.
You'll see
Thank you,
Grumblejack
Grumblejack.
start crouching low and crawling on all fours, sneaky like.
Monsignor Renwick tries not to laugh.
All right.
Good job.
Behold, everyone stand back and watch his stealth with advantage. That's actually pretty good.
You know
let's
what?
go.
Homeboy, sneaky.
Sneaky.
I need to reevaluate my personal biases.
Forward on all fours.
Sneaky Jack.
Yes. All right, Sneaky Jack. Here is the plan. I can scream for help from inside. The guards will come in to beat us. When guards come in, you and me both render them no longer standing up.
Yeah, eat face. Good way to kill. Yes, ready.
Exactly.
Is it okay for Vin to get one of the daggers?
Yes, that seems good.
Cool. Awesome. I am able to sneak attack.
All right. Help! Help! The ogre is on the loose and rampaging in the cell.
All right.
Way too much fun.
Roll deception.
In that accents.
Roll
See, all
persuasion, because it's not actually a lie. But they might
He's
not believe it.
He's
though.
He's not rampaging. That part is a lie.
That's true. Yeah, roll me a deception, because they're thinking it's a lie.
Yay! 16.
All right. What the fuck? Shit! The ogre's loose. Need extra muscle for that.
Quickly! He's going to burst through the door and kill everyone soon. You must
Shit.
neutralize him.
Get Henry and the others. I'll hold the door.
Fuck.
See, I would have just gone with us pretending to escape and then you
Yeah.
catching them by surprise.
All right,
but
you
this
hear the guard hold up against the door as one seems to run off, heading downstairs to get additional help. Unfortunately, last time they tried to shackle Grumblejack, 2 of them died in the process. They needed 8 people to shackle him.
Grumblejack,
Oh,
there
bummer.
is only the one person on the other side of the door.
Grumblejack. Grumblejack squish!
He is going to try to burst open the door.
Siege, Grumblejack. Siege.
That door will shoot off its hinges, slamming into the guard on the other side. Let me go remove
I just
EBL.
want to give him a hit.
As the door will slam off its hinges, the guy on the other side will get slammed by it. Let's see here. It's basically hitting him with a door. 6 damage, and I'm able to push him into the chairs as well, so that's another 2d6. Guard is shoved back 10 feet, knocked prone. The tables are knocked on top of him. He is held in place, so essentially grappled by the tables. If he fails his dex save, which he needs to make. Yeah, he does. He's knocked prone and grappled. And he
Incredible.
suffers 14 points of damage from the door and the crashing into the different instruments, so the different furnishings. This guy is gone. He's not there. He went downstairs to get help.
He went downstairs. Okay, so we're not in initiative.
You guys are in initiative. This guy is still alive. Everyone roll me initiative.
That doesn't seem correct. How did I get a 32 initiative when rolling?
That
a
is
14?
correct. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right.
I was about to say,
so
those are
one of the
fucking-
updates, which is why I said use the campaign, is you guys use your entire score for initiative.
Oh, I think my
Oh,
game.
shit.
Something has gone wrong with my map tools.
How so?
I can't click on anything. I'm still seeing the chat, but it's like as if everything else is frozen.
Oh, let me. What now? Does that help?
The screen's moving.
All right. Click anywhere in the black. Just click somewhere in the black.
Okay. That does not appear to be working.
Huh.
Here, I might pose map tools and then rejoin.
I would do that. Anyways, let me roll for the NPCs that are relevant.
No, you great.
Well, the plus side guy who goes first is the one who's prone beneath the table.
I can actually. I can. I
Let's see,
fell
this
off.
guy would be here at this point.
I hear footsteps.
Alright, let me go figure out where everyone else is now so I can figure out where people should be.
Downstairs.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Okay, let's try and roll initiative. Oh, I see what happened. It opened the initiative window on my other monitor, so I didn't see it.
Ah.
Uh, 24.
Excellent.
I hear
Alright, one moment. I'm just setting something up real quick. Okay. Let's see. you're added to initiative now. Sort. We get some combat music rolling through this blip. Welcome back. Alright, we begin first combat with the prison guard knocked prone and grappled by the furnishings atop him. Alright, let me go bring up a stat sheet real quick. Oh, I also need to give him his damage, because I never did that. Boop. There we go. Oh, fuck! He is pretty dazed. He's going to give him a wisdom saving throw. Alright, he does pass, managed to gain his senses. Fuck! The ogre's escaped! And he will reach for his signal horn. High or low, it's broken from the door slashing.
Hi.
It is broken. Shit! Alright,
Don't
he
let him
will...
blow that horn, Grumble.
Right.
He will try to break free of the grappled from the table, so he's going to roll an athletics check. Just barely manages to break free of the condition and will stand up from prone. That's basically all he can do. Because he doesn't have his bat in hand, so yeah, he can't do that. Alright. As part of standing up, he will pick up his sword. His shield, I would say, would be shattered by it, just like his warhorn, so he doesn't have a shield. I'm going to update his stat sheet so he doesn't have a shield anymore on there. Okay. Alright. That's all he can do. Fandango.
Alright. I will step out from behind my corner and say, hello, sir. I don't suppose you know the location of Monsieur Blackerly's winning stash?
Fuck you!
In shame. I will put both my hands around his throat and use my Deathly Touch ability to make an unarmed strike around him, about him.
Next. Nice.
1d20 plus is +6 right now. Apparently fucking not.
Alright,
That's
yeah,
a nat 1.
that is a nat 1. Roll to confirm.
Ooh.
Total, confirm is another attack, right?
Yeah.
9 total.
Alright, you don't confirm a fumble. It's really just a d20 roll, because it just matters what you roll on the die. But yeah, no confirmed fumble, but you do not hit him. Alright, anything else?
That's okay. That's just fine. Yeah, I guess I'll be fine with that. I will rotate around him a little bit.
Alright.
I'll do the other way, so he has to move past me if he wants to go to the stairs.
Excellent. Alright, from there we go to Oblivion.
Okay, time to stab. Not advantage. Oh, 25 to hit for 9 piercing.
Now we'll certainly slam into him. He doesn't have a shield, so he's just going to be slammed for 8 piercing, as his armor does seem to deflect some of the damage. Actually, your dagger has penetration 1, so yeah, you just do full 9 damage. It pierces right through his armor, no problem. He is heavily injured, but is still alive.
If you lay down and surrender, you might live. And end of turn.
Alright. Monsignor. Monsignor? Renwood.
Monsignor.
Monsignor, thank you. Okay, we'll try to remember that. Monsignor.
I will move forward so I can see him. and then I will reach out my hand, and I will say, "Your last chance to surrender, boy."
Roll persuasion
Trying to intimidate.
or intimidate.
I'll do intimidation. Skill check, intimidation. 10.
I'll roll him his opposing, but no guarantees here. Ain't no way. I ain't gonna let you lots get away. Coughs up blood. It seems
going
like
to.
you could easily fall unconscious.
I will need to set up my macros later, but I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Excellent.
Does a 24 hit?
24 will definitely hit him,
He takes 8 points of necrotic damage.
and he is unable to heal. Alright. Chill Touch will grasp upon him, ripping at his flesh and soul as you see his body rapidly age and just sink to an old, haggard man.
Mortopulus take you.
Oh, that's a shame of a good corpse. Well, about half of that one left now.
What's your casting stat for Chill Touch?
Charisma.
I would have added, wait, not yet. I don't think you're that level, right?
No, I don't get that. I don't think Oracle gets that. There's a thing to add proficiency bonus as part of the Dark Tapestry, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take that next level.
Fair. Alright. Cool.
I made it blue on your selection area.
From there we move on to Kruber.
Kruger
Oh, I
will-
didn't have enough movement to do that. Never mind.
Oh,
Sorry.
Let me take your turn, Kruber.
okay, hey, this is loud as fuck.
It is really loud, yeah, I'm turning it down myself. Let me turn that down.
Strings are going nuts.
There you go.
Monsignor just learned he did not have the movement to actually get up to him.
Well, Chill Touch is a ranged spell.
I forgot about that
Yeah.
shit. Yep.
I mean,
I
it's
thought
Chill
combat
Touch,
was
so
over.
it implies
Lich
it's
slap!
touch, but no, it is a ranged spell, so you're good.
Yeah, I thought combat was over, but my bad.
Nope.
Could you have not kept the corpse more intact? I could have maybe used that later.
I sincerely apologize, my friend. I'll try to be more mindful of that in the future.
I mostly feel bad that I'm not going to be able to help too much until we actually get out of here and I have time to get to work.
Oh, there will be corpses.
I may as well dash. I'll dash. Yeah, I'll just action dash up to here.
Alright.
There's not much for me to do except for intimidate folks, and that's a corpse.
Fair enough. Alright. Genet.
Alright, let's see, I got a dagger, didn't I?
You were given
Or
one.
how
You
many-
had 2 daggers total, and Sky has one of them.
I need that one.
No one ever claimed it.
I guess you have a
I thought I had
dagger.
asked for one, but alright. Alright, I have a dagger. That's a good thing.
Mhm.
I honestly am not sure I have much going on right. Especially without any equipment.
You and I are going to be very,
Will be
later
really good and
editions.
useful later.
Yeah.
Did you ever text Mom how much you wanted?
I did.
Hello? Your pin? Ryan just sent it to you.
Alright. I am going to let's see, we're waiting for the next guys to come up, right?
We're kind of gathering in this room, yeah.
You know, one
Alright.
fled down the stairs in seek of additional reinforcements to stop the ogre's escape. The other one stayed in to defend, but you guys killed him.
Remind me the difference between running and dashing.
Run is a stamina action, which gives you an additional 1d4 times 5 feet of movement for the action of movement. You can use that on your base movement. You can use that as a dash action. You can use it on a bonus action dash. It applies it to that dash. Increase to 2d4, an additional d4 every round thereafter on the second round and third, fourth, etc. Up to 4d4 max. Dash, you just get to move your movement again. But it takes an action. Unless you're a rogue or monk or something.
Well, then I am going to dash over here and be prepared to ambush those who come up next.
All right. The prison guard who ran downstairs has gained initiative. You guys would hear from downstairs, somewhat muffled.
Shit, we need help! The ogre escaped!
Jack, they're over here. Just going to point down for Jack to get them. Point the muscle in the right direction.
All right. I'm adding new creatures to initiative. Rumblejack has gained initiative.
Rumblejack smash puny smarters.
Yeah.
25, 30, 40. He's going to go to the stairwell. He will begin making his way downstairs from there. And will dash. And you'll hear... I just realized he was in that voice modulator. You'll hear him growl forth.
Small one, squish, squish!
Is this a window by chance?
1 second. Alright, let me go look what you're pointing at. No, that is a fireplace. It seems to have, from Oblivion's past perception, you'd realize that it actually has multiple levels. One could go down the chimney or up the chimney. Alright, that is Crumblejack's turn. This prison guard's dead. We go to Fandango.
Excellent. I will walk 1, 2, 3, open this door.
Alright. That door you would find reveals a small interrogation chamber.
I didn't see much in there when they took me in.
Oh, that was where you were. Okay.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
where they took him.
So I took 4 steps to get here, so I have 1. I'll take the dash action.
Alright.
2, 3, 4.
To head down the chimneys?
Would be an excellent distraction, having Grumblejack down there causing a ruckus.
I think I agree. I don't know. My movement got really wild at the end there. I was trying to cancel my waypoints and it
Here you
didn't
go.
work.
You have the spacebar on the waypoint to cancel them.
Gotcha. Sorry, did you suggest that I go down the chimney?
Yes.
I like that idea. That's a great idea.
Alright.
Is it
Uh,
lit?
So you use 20 feet of movement, and you use the dash action.
Yep, so I have 40 feet of movement left.
Mhm.
So I'll use 20 of it to approach the fireplace.
All right. You do feel there's a bit of warmth coming from down below. Seems there's something cooking from below, as it does smell like stew.
There is stew tonight.
You want to have poison?
Oh, that would be very funny. Yes, give me the poison. I want to pour it down the chimney.
Actually, I do not have any. I was hoping others did.
I'm not telling you where I get.
Oh.
I just realized that is not the converted version. Oops.
Well, that is fine.
All right. You look down the chimney.
Yeah, I'm not. If something's clearly lit at the bottom, then we're not going down there.
It appears to be a small hearth with
Are you fucking serious? You think I'm
a stew pot boiling.
Now, while it would be very funny to go incorporeal and then dive bomb the kitchen, I think that's a bad idea. So I will.
I think that's a great idea.
So you would be able to view basically this.
Like
Okay,
that's totally navigatable.
Yeah, 100%. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I'm just gonna stand next to the stairwell.
All right. A hidden creature has gained initiative. You guys would hear the sounds of combat from down below.
Combat down below. Oh, he's already down there. Okay. Oh, he caught up fast.
Grumblejack's fast. Oblivion.
Okay. So it's a little gross, but I can climb up the chimney and drop the rope down, and we can climb up the back.
Perfect.
Oh, good idea.
Certainly don't mind it.
By here and grab the rope patch.
It is an action to grab it. But you have now acquired a 50-foot hempen rope.
Action. I don't have any bonus actions that are helpful right now. End of turn.
All right. Monsieur. Monsignor. There we go.
I would like to go over to the dead body and I would like to loot it.
All right. The prison guard before you used to have a shield and used to have a signal horn, but those both broke. They are wearing a padded jack, which is a sort of light armor. Or actually, that might be medium armor. Let me double check. The suit of medium armor, padded jack. They have a long sword at their in hand, a club at their hip, a long bow, which seems to have shattered because of the breaking of things, a quiver of 20 arrows. They have their uniform, they have a small coin purse, and a key upon their belt.
I'll take the coin purse and the key.
All right.
Grab me those arrows real quick.
Sure thing. Monsignor Renwick will grab the quiver and then toss them to Janae.
All right. I've gained a coin purse holding 2 silver pieces, a guard key of Verandascar Prison. Marking that, there we go. A quiver of arrows with 20 arrows in it, and there you go. All right. And from there we move on to Kruber.
So, did we determine what was it medium or light
For what?
armor?
It was medium armor.
Damn.
Anyone here use medium armor?
I think I can use medium armor. I think Bendigo can as well.
I can also use medium armor.
Oh, it's probably better than nothing. Someone should probably grab it.
Probably best
Right.
for Fandango.
Yeah,
I will suit up.
Kruber will take the time to like take it off.
All right. Because it is a quilted armor set, it is really easy to take off. You just use your action to grab it off his body.
Awesome. Yeah. And just
You'll need another action to put it on, but it's, again, normal armor takes like minutes to put on, so this is just put on. So,
This is basically a padded shirt.
yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
I'm using
It's a
my action
gambeson.
to take it off, and I'm just holding it out to you so you can on your turn come over here and I mean actually I can move more. I moved 5.
There you go.
Fantastic.
All right, a hidden creature has gained initiative. You hear yet more combat from down below. That will
Jin, I hope they don't
also
kill him.
miss him. Just dodging everything. Come on, ogre. All right, Jenny.
Of the Sequoia variety.
Um, go over here, and then I am going to hold my action to climb up the rope.
All right.
Yeah, I have to climb all the way up first before I can jump here, and that might be a bit.
Up to you.
Do you think you'll be able to get up there in your next turn?
No. We don't even know how high up I have to climb. We haven't checked yet.
I'm gonna look up the
Roll me a perception check.
Wrong one.
All right. It's pretty dark up at the top. You think due to the soot, it's kind of like lingered and attached itself to the walls of the chimney here. But it does look like it's tapering off a little bit. Like the chimney's getting thinner and thinner the higher up you go. While there is some light from the top of it, it is pretty smoggy in here because of all the smoke rising up from the steam and mist from the boiling cauldron from below. And the smoke of the fire. But you're not sure if a medium creature could fit through it. Maybe. But you're not sure. A 13's not enough to tell you for certain.
Hmm.
Down below,
be
definitely.
able
You guys
to
could
fit.
fit down below, no problem.
I think it may be better if we jump down below and escape while everyone is distracted by our good friend Grumblejack.
Her.
Any objections? Lovely.
Uh,
She's gonna jump down.
All right. Just jumping down.
All right. Well,
How far is the drop?
I believe it's a 10-foot drop, but there's more to it than just that. Let me go check.
Like fire.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
gonna see
fire.
if I can land in a way as to not
Roll me an acrobatics
rise such a
check.
clatter.
Rise such a what?
Arise such a clatter.
Well, doing it stealthily will require a stealth check.
I'd stealth check then.
All right, but you're not trying to avoid the fire down below?
If it's just to the floor below, it won't be better than going down the stairs.
Well, other than
It will
like,
if
the
they're all
guard.
distracted by the big ogre down the stairs.
All right. And are you doing it trying to avoid the fire, or are you just jumping down?
I will attempt to avoid the fire a
Acrobatics
little
check.
bit.
All right. You managed to avoid the fire. You do take some fall damage due to... Actually, this is a purposeful jump, so With your acrobatics check, you would reduce the fall damage to 0. And with a stealth check, you land like a cat, with neither sound nor motion. I just need to give this light source some actual light source because it's supposed to be a wrong light source. There we go. All right. As you land down below, you immediately notice up ahead of you. There you go. Appears to be a woman who's currently hunched over this cabinet here, seemingly mixing something in a large mixing bowl, unaware of what's happening. And they seem to be unaware of your presence. You do still have 25 feet of movement. 25 feet of movement left, as you would have had to take the dash action to do this. So that would be half, so you'd have really 10 feet of movement. Because you're stealthy. So if you want to end there, you're good. You are avoiding the fire. You can move in, but you have 10 feet left if you want to stay stealthed. Alright, as you push to this space, you would see there's another person in here. So if you want to go closer to the cabinet here to avoid his detection, you could do that.
I'm going to do that, yes.
Alright, here's there is a man dressed in a heavy green cloak who is currently up against the tables here, cutting through some meat.
I am going to...
He seems unaware of your presence.
Duck down. And is there a way to... You don't know. This is probably not like a gas stove. I probably can't just turn the stove off. Never mind.
You do see there's a large cleaver on the table, and there's some loose kitchen knives on the cabinet here and up here. You wanted to try to swipe one for later, but that would be next turn, as you did have to use a dash to get there. But that is what you notice.
I'm gonna kind of duck and do my best to stay hidden.
Yeah, I just realized by putting you down there, I removed you from the initiative, so I have to go re-add you to the initiative. Alright, let me go set your initiative to be... I don't remember what it was before, but we're just going to set it like this and call it good. Alright. Alright, a hidden creature has gained initiative. He's going to take a swipe from Grumblejack. Grumblejack doesn't have a weapon, so I'm just going to use this for the attack roll. Grumblejack will miss. Guard will try to run. We'll open a door. All right. Grumblejack has gained initiative and will try to beat the shit out of people. Bruh.
Oh,
we love.
All right. He doesn't have a weapon, so I have to use it. Actual stuff for him, which would be what's your melee?
it's still pretty good, no, on an ogre?
It's still pretty good, yeah. All right, so he's gonna slam this guy into the dirt or into the stonework beneath him for 6 damage. Would have been 7, but he's got DR. All right, and then I believe Grumblejack can swing again. Yes, he can. Okay, and we'll miss. All right, Fandango. Combat seems to continue downstairs. The chimney, your companion from prison, Genet, jumped down it and seems to be unfazed in their silence, as if no one's down there.
Well, as long as you're not the first one into the fire, right?
You're gonna have to use your action to take the fucking armor.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks for the reminder. I will use my action to take the armor.
All right, you use your action to put on the armor. Let me go add that to your token. I will also add it to the item lab in a moment. But let's see here.
what does that set my base AC to?
All right, it increases your AC by 4, and it has a maximum dexterity of +7. So if you have a 14, if you have anything higher than a 14 dexterity, it will not give any additional benefit from that. I'll cap it at a
Okay.
+7. Let's see.
So, sorry, the base
On your sheet, just put a AC of 4.
AC was 14, and then it caps out as AC 4. Great.
Yeah. On your sheet, just put a
Uh,
AC from armor 4. All right, and then,
Badass. Great.
Here we go. And then this armor also gives you a vigor of 2, so you have a DR 1 while wearing it. And you can spend a bonus action as well as 2 points of stamina. You might not want to do that, but you could to gain 4 temporary hit points.
It's thick.
Yeah. You have gained armor, and you are looking pretty AC now.
Yeah, I'll go down the chimney still.
All right.
Take the armor. Thank you, Monfrere.
You climbing down? You jumping down?
I will climb down.
All right. I will need athletics check to climb and an acrobatics check to avoid the fire.
Great. One of these is way better than
One
the
of
other.
these things is not like the other.
Okay, first the athletics to climb.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15.
All right. You are successfully climbed down.
Sorry, that should be a 14.
Still climbed down successfully.
Technically. And then acrobatics.
All right. You did not avoid the fire, unfortunately. I will apply that in a
No.
moment.
That is 2 nat 1s in one session.
All right.
We're doing good, baby.
All right. You managed to climb down there, not stealthily, so Gregor and Irina will immediately look up. Irina would scream at the sight of you coming down the chimney.
No
Gregor
need to
would
be
reach for the
frightened.
cleaver,
This is a perfectly natural man walking out of your chimney.
and you would suffer 3 points of fire damage.
Great. But if
All right.
Okay.
And it would take you 5 feet of movement to jump down. Otherwise, you have any remaining feet left for you.
I think I have enough movement to get out of the oven.
Excellent.
Good.
All right, and you're trying to tell them not to be afraid. So perfectly normal.
This happens all the time in kitchens around here. Sometimes people just walk out of your oven. It's no big deal. I'll be on my way.
Roll
It's
persuasion.
called. I feel like this is a bald-faced lie.
It's not even a roll for deception, but you get a persuasion to see if they will do anything about it.
Gotcha.
Because
Uh,
you would auto fail the lie.
An 8. Wait, hold on. I will use my knowledge from a past life ability
Ooh,
to throw a d6 onto this d20 check.
nice.
D6.
All right,
That
12.
gets me up to 12, and then I'll spend my first actual real destiny of the day.
Man,
Oh, real destiny.
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Okay. All right, the two
I'm
will look at you, and
Not supposed to know those until I've declared the end of my check.
Irina will simply just kind of like crouch low and like push up against the cabinets here, while Gregor will look towards you and put his hand away from the cleaver. So he didn't actually pick it up fully. Like he will drop it and just like shirk up against the wall here. Do you want? Just don't hurt us.
No hurting. Just face away from this part of the room and don't hear anything that happens.
All right. From there we go to Henry, the guard, who's going to try to kill Grumblejack.
Oh, really good.
You will roll a fumble, and you will confirm a fumble. Oh no,
You'll have to
Henry!
see it.
Oh, Henry, no!
Well, let's see what happens to Henry. First fumble
Henry
they can't pay is an NPC.
It was almost me.
Henry falls
It's just because
prone,
Corn.
and Grumble will
Corn was
take
connecting.
advantage of this and punch him. And will succeed in punching him. And will critically punch him.
My God.
And will confirm his critical.
Let's fucking go.
As Henry is
Jack!
slammed.
Okay, I know that we were all gonna take over this country and group and all that, but what if we all just install Grumblejack as leader instead?
I'm canonizing Crumblejack as a
Oblivion.
saint the first moment I can.
If
It's
he
your
is
turn,
ever
Oblivion.
to dare to fall and die, he will be brought back immediately.
And once you guys escape, if you don't escape from Grumblejack, I'm going to have to do a mini session with myself to see if he can escape.
Hop it on down, roll my acrobatics.
Alright, you avoid the fire, and the check is enough to... what's the word for it?
Make it 12.
Make it without taking damage. I'm going to pop you down here. Add you back to initiative. I really need to add that teleport pad macro back into the campaign so it's easier to do this. Alright, you're good to continue. Takes 5 feet of additional movement to jump down, but otherwise you're good.
Okay, that leaves me 25.
Also, I can barely hear you. I think you're coming from Ryan's mic.
Okay, that leaves me 25. And I'm going to just, Is there food on the counter right here?
Not on
There
that
is,
one,
yeah.
no. That one has knives. These ones have food, and then the back ones have food. Because she's currently making bread or something with a bowl and mixing and stuff.
Cool. Oblivion's gonna hold the bloody knife behind her back and, like, kind of gauge if they're gonna scream or not.
They seem to already be staring at Fandango and are. She's cowering. He is just pushed up against the table here and just like, don't hurt me.
Can I insight them to to check if they're gonna, like, yell?
Sure. They seem pretty cowed by Fandango's words, surprisingly.
Okay, I have 10 more feet of movement, so I'm gonna go 5. I'm picking up another knife as I walk past.
All right, you have gained another dagger. Let me update your
I have
item line.
bonus actions. Okay. She's keeping an eye on them, and end of turn.
All right. Monsignor.
Well, I'm going to, I think I'm going to have to dash, but I will dash and climb down the chimney. It is worth noting I do have a climbing speed from being a damper.
Ew, what's your climb speed?
Equal to my walking speed, I believe, which is 35.
Nice. All right, you don't need to make any checks then. You can just avoid the fire entirely. So I'll just slap you down there. All right. To get to this place, though, will take you 5 additional feet of movement, so I believe you're at your 5 feet within your dash.
It was...
Because it took you 30
Even
there,
with the dash?
35... No, you're at 0 at dash. 0 at dash to get here. Yeah.
Okay, so then I can continue to dash out of here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have some company.
Just leave us be. We won't tell.
I'm sure you'll tell, just while we're not here.
I mean,
I'll move over to here.
alright, you see this door here and a door here. Anything else?
That's gonna be it for my turn.
Alright, Crewboat. Following companions down that there chimney.
I'm just checking my movement here. I really want to check on Grumblejack.
It's
I
up
really
to
want to
you.
look down the stairs to see how he's doing. Well, if I come back and find a corpse of him, that'll be more useful. Yeah.
Alright, jumping down.
Alrighty. Yep.
Alright, acrobatics. Alright, you're falling face first down there, unfortunately, so you'll be falling prone. And we'll take...
Everyone else,
Distracted
the
thinking
nice,
about Grumblejack.
graceful.
Alright, sorting this. All right, you fall prone. You'd have to take half your movement to stand up. Fortunately, you used 5 feet of your initial, or 10 feet because you had to move 5 feet closer. So 10 feet, leaving you 20 feet left. So 10 feet to stand up. So you have 10 feet left, and then you have an action. And then you would take 6 points of fall damage and 5 points of fire damage, so a total of 11 damage from the fall.
Fucking youchers.
Yeah.
I,
Oh my goodness, I rolled max for you, basically. That's horrible. Meant to do that.
I miss my lab. Alright. I will just sort of action dash to get out of the cooking area and just like... you know what? Yeah, I don't need to be going towards a door. I'll just...
The sudden thwapping from you upon the ground of the chimney and the like soot being kicked up would cause Arena to go... She's kind of like startled from the sudden slap.
Points bloody knife at her.
Oh, keep it down. Haven't you seen somebody fall down a chimney before?
No.
Well, you have now. Don't lie
3
to me.
times today.
Well, don't lie to me. You have now. Just one less gracefully than the rest.
Anything else?
No.
Alright. Go to a prison guard.
No.
The prison guard is going to attack Grumblejack. And we'll hit him for 15 damage.
Wowee.
Alright. Jenny.
Janae is going to. Could I keep stealth going, or do they see me by now?
You could. Well, Arena's looking directly in your position, but you are also kind of surrounded by people, so you might be stealth from her, but it's an iffy for her. You're definitely still stealth from Gregor. But as soon as you go into plain view of him, you will be seen.
Can I reach underneath the table and try to pickpocket Gregor?
Sure. Roll me sleight of hand. Alright. You're able to pickpocket from Gregor. There's not really a lot in his, belt pouch, but you are able to steal Gregor's belt pouch.
Maybe you're fucking
Which is 6 copper and 1 silver.
delightful. Alright,
Alright, anything else?
What is the best way to do this?
Well, I'm going to be real with you. If you move at all, they're going to notice you. So your stealth will be broken. The only other option would be moving beneath the tables, like so. But you will probably be seen by Irina at some point. So if you're trying to just stealth out without anyone noticing you, that's the only option. Otherwise, you will be seen.
So, take a crazy move here, and while neither of them are looking at me, I'm going to change into, what was his name, Thomas?
Thomas Blackerly?
Yeah, Thomas Blackerly.
Alright. That is your action, I believe, to do that. Let me just set your disguise macro.
And I'm going to...
You already have a bunch of disguises on here. Look at that. Alright, well, let me give you a new disguise, because you just gained a new disguise. And then add it to your disguise pool. And then... Bam. There you go.
I'm gonna write down his name before I forget. Alright. And I am going to whisper to Fandango and be like, hey, just go along with it. Help me out here. And then he's gonna stand up and be like, alright, now that we have taken the way out through the chimney, I am going to lead you guys back to this cell. Thank you for doing your duties. I'm going to casually lead all of these prisoners who I have under my control. For sure.
Roll me deception with disadvantage.
Can I say, of course, Mr. Blackerly, we shall follow you immediately.
Oh, shucks.
Roll me a persuasion check. Fandango. Yeah, no, you still have disadvantage.
I tried.
Yeah, you did try.
I tried. Okay. This is a deception?
Yep, deception for you. With disadvantage. Alright, well.
I'm so good at everything!
Oh, Gregor!
Wait.
Fucking Gregor! You gonna use your Fate Taker to destroy him for that?
I'm gonna Fate take him on that.
Alright, roll me that d8. And that is a real destiny?
No, because I didn't use it last time either.
Gotcha.
I've faked using Destiny twice.
Okay. This is a real one. Alright.
Get fucked.
They will both look at Jene. And then seemingly calm down.
Get back to work!
Right, sir. Sorry. We thought the prisoners.
Don't worry, I will handle the prisoners. You handle the food. It's alright.
Of course, sir.
Don't worry.
Right away, sir. No problem, sir. Fucking goddamn. Alright. Did not think that was gonna work either, to be honest.
I don't think anyone did, but that's why we're here.
Yep. Alright, well.
Folks also thought
Alright, yeah, we got this.
Oh, you managed to move to there, and another guard has gained initiative. You guys will hear the sound of a signal horn blaring.
Oh, poor buddy.
Oh,
Nobody's
okay,
gonna question why Sergeant Blackerly was just hiding beneath a table in the kitchen.
They were very
Don't worry
confused.
about that.
There's a reason why it was disadvantage, even with help.
No, you don't understand. Blackerly's just a weirdo.
Okay, well, I crit confirm again.
Let's go, Grumblejack.
As Grumblejack just continues to pummel this man into a submission, and he's about to die. The one named guard I had is about to die.
Fuck him! Yeah, Grumblejack!
Alright, he gets to make his second attack now with advantage. And criticals again, and confirms again, as the guy is just broken-necked for another 13 damage. And Grumblejack is gonna look at the other two and just growl for intimidation.
Grumblejack.
If Grumblejack dies, I'm going to fucking turn him into the best, like, corpse colossus you've ever seen.
And one of them is actually scared.
Great.
Alright, well, Grumblejack's doing work. I need to add a character to initiative now because of the Warhorn. Forgot about that. Alright. Top of the round. Fandango.
Can I hear from which door the commotions are coming from?
That seems to be coming from the northwestwards.
Northwestwards, great.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a kind of a big kitchen. I will. I'll walk my way up here. And then
Now that you're not, actively in a weird situation, you would see
Sure.
upon the eastern wall, kind of just like right next to the door, there appears to be a banner emblazoned with the symbol of this prison. Everything else is as shown on the map. I just forgot to put the banner, apparently.
I'm sorry, Monster. I did not catch your name. What does this noted door represent?
You
What is
asking
behind
Gregor?
Yes.
The door. He's gonna look to Sergeant.
Um, well, aren't you going to tell him?
Right, sir. That
He asked
leads
you a question.
outside, of course.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you. Mr. Black Early, would you like us to attempt to help with the other prisoner, or shall we follow you?
Do we want to go get Grumble Jack, or do we just want to leave?
Out of character, I want to find this good loot stash that this guy apparently has.
Very valid.
Yeah, that might be profitable.
As well as our boy Grumblejack.
You gotta save the boy Grumblejack.
We
Okay.
We would
I
not
will-
have
Away
gotten
from
nearly
that
as
door,
far.
prisoner! You get back in line!
Real.
He does the pointy thing, but
Did you tell me to get away from the door?
yeah.
The north door, from the seems of it, yeah.
Okay, I thought that perhaps we could help with the rampaging ogre in the next room.
You were talking about the other door that led outside.
The
the
northward.
east-
There.
Okay, sorry.
The
Alright.
north door is interior. The east door is exterior.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, let us go get the other prisoner.
I have to spend a stamina to run, right?
Yes, you do. Two,
Yeah,
technically.
5 feet of movement.
It's a
Two,
D4
technically.
times 5. Because it's anywhere between 1 and 20.
Oh, gotcha.
Or not 1 and 20, 5 and 20.
Right. Sure, I'll run.
All right.
I'll use 2 stamina points.
20 feet of extra movement.
Nice.
So 5
I'll
feet to
open
get
this door.
there. Open the door with your item interaction, which will reveal the dining hall to the north. Now you can see there's another door here. There's actually some people currently getting dressed in armor in that room. I didn't have the tokens visible because I didn't think you guys want to open that door, to be honest, but here you go. They're in the midst of putting armor on. Taking them some time.
Taking them some time. Okay.
But they're not really paying attention to the south door right now. They're more just like putting armor, trying to rapidly get their sums kitted out.
Yeah, I will use the rest of my movement to get behind this table here.
All right.
And then I will take the hide action.
Excellent. Roll me a stealth. All right, you feel stealthy. Apparently I have caps lock on. All right, Oblivion, it is your turn.
Usually, Oblivion does one of those, like, points at her eyes and then points at Irina before she walks out.
Gotcha.
Keep my eye on you. I think that is all of my movement and a dash.
So you're not stealthed. Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, the doors and fighting are happening, aren't they?
Yep.
So yeah, I will move to the door and then stealth.
Alright, roll me stealth. You feel like you don't exist. Alright. Monsieur.
I will walk up to the door and be like, "It was lovely to meet you all," towards Irina and Gregor, but I'm afraid I must depart. I take the hide action and try to join,
Fandango.
Fandango.
Alright.
Under the table.
Roll me that stealth.
Skill check. Stealth. 15.
Alright, you feel stealthy. Kruber.
It really has been a pleasure, the both of you. Kindly let us never cross paths again.
I can't
Oh,
believe this worked.
Fantastic. But that is my 30 feet of movement.
Yep.
So
You feel stealthy.
I'm ready for next turn.
A hidden creature has gained initiative. Let me just focus the camera. You guys still actually can do this one on my screen because they're hidden. At least they shouldn't be. Somewhat shaken, they will swing out Grumblejack, but they are not happy about it. We'll miss. And they're going to then make me a check. And we'll run from combat. And we'll get attacked from Grumblejack. We'll slam into him for 7 damage. Alright. And he is going to be able to get to here. But he is also going to use his stamina to run, because fuck that shit, he's out. I'm very confused as to what just happened. Well, they're into oblivion. Okay. Genet. Seems your companions, your prisoners that you've been leading, have moved to the northern room.
This here?
That is a dish cabinet filled with dishes.
Alright, now you guys both know the drill. This is a very, very common tactic of prisoner training. Or...
Right, sir. Yes. Right.
Yeah, right. Now you know.
Yes. Okay. It's a drill. Thank you, sir.
And I'm going to lead the way with so much confidence and all the prestige.
Excellent. You're just gonna move to there. You're gonna dash.
You know, I'm gonna dash. I feel like that's probably like. Should we go through here? Probably not. Probably that would be painful if I walked in through that direction.
All right. As you push to there, you can see Grumblejack and the prison guard fighting. I just made him visible so you can see him. And yeah, there we go. There we go to a hidden creature has gained initiative.
Can I like open the door really quickly as Grumblejack is
That door's already
fighting
open.
this guy? Oh, okay. I was hoping we could.
They never closed it. They were busy trying to help people. All right.
Then I'm just going to distract him and be like, "What are you doing, Edward?" But No, Tim,
Sorry,
what are you
sir.
doing?
My name's not.
Hit it faster.
As you say this, the
Right,
door
it's
across
me.
from you will open. And on the other side is the real Thomas Blackerly, who will look out towards you.
No!
What the fuck? And that's what we'll call the session.
Who is this?
Alright, hope you guys had fun. We'll end the session
Clearly
there.
That's the fake one.
I gave him a red halo so you know which one's fake and which one's real.
Incredible.
From there, though, I'm gonna drop the recording.
Insane.
Good stuff.